Hi, I'm Lisa Marie Latino, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Hip New Jersey. We're coming to you from Alfa Romeo of Morris County, part of the Celebrity Motor Car Company. We'll learn more about Alfa Romeo and its team later on in this episode. But first, Hip and J journey to Rockleigh Country Club for Fashion with Compassion, benefiting St. Joseph's Children's Hospital.
It's very exciting to have 500 plus people gather here tonight, come out, support, shop, dress to the nines, and all in for a good cause and to raise money and really help us to ensure that we can provide care to every child, no matter what the circumstances are.
I love St. Joseph's Hospital.
Are you excited to be here tonight?
Yes.
What are you most excited to see tonight?
There's going to be a prize, and I can't wait for it. It's the best part to see it, so I can't wait to see it.
So I'm very loyal, as you know, on the show, and I'm very loyal to this hospital. So anybody that helps this hospital has my loyalty, and that's how I've been. They get so much care here, and they become a part of the St. Joe's family. So they come back, and it's nice to see them thriving.
The items that you donated, people are going gaga for. And you donated a lot.
Oh, thank you. Of course. I mean, anything for St. Joseph's Hospital. We did our luggage from my company and some other travel things. But of course, I had some great iconic dresses from the show that I thought should be donated that I think, people would definitely like to see.
Obviously, I have 5 children, so children mean something special to me. I've always been drawn to children, so if it's something to help them out, I'm here 100%.
Funds raised tonight go to help us with all those other special things that kids need when they're hospitalized. We provide all the medical care, all the surgical care, the physicians, but things like educational things, social services, recreational therapy, things that really make it a less stressful environment for the children and their parents.
We know from firsthand how incredibly difficult it is to have a sick child, whether it's cancer or anything else. Unfortunately, my daughter did pass away in 2010, but they still are supporting us and still are being just so beautiful with us and just still with us in our grief.
We have an integrative therapies program, which Dr. Bonilla is in charge of. They do massage, acupuncture, acupressure, aromatherapy. They help the kids get through all of the things that we're struggling through, and that's completely by philanthropy and donations, because none of that is reimbursed by insurances, but it's a key part of what we do to help our kids get through it.
The same way that they helped me, they can keep helping a lot more people than, even if it's a small donation or when it comes to a charity, or even if they just show up, it still does a lot and makes somebody's day, even with the smallest amount.
It's for a great cause, so everyone wants to, put their proceeds towards the charity.
Everybody's just having a great time. We sold out of the event, so we could not be any more proud or excited about that.
What is the most important thing is that we network and we tell everyone about the hidden gem of Patterson at St. Joe's. It's what we are passionate about. It's what my co-chair, my cousin, has inspired myself. She will talk to anyone about St. Joe's and Fashion with Compassion, and that's what it's about, getting the word out and really getting everyone to be as passionate about this event as we are.
Alfa Romeo is a legendary brand whose DNA is built on a unique motoring history. The brand's best-in-class performance and pure Italian spirit deliver an unparalleled driving experience. Alfa Romeo of Morris County prides itself on bringing this tradition to the Garden State. Simply Southern Belmar was founded by former NFL player and New York Giant Rasheed Simmons and his mother Rita. Let's see what they cooked up for Hip and J. Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Marie Latino for HipNewJersey.com. And joining me here today is Rasheed Simmons. He is co-owner of Simply Southern Belmar. Rasheed, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for coming.
I love your restaurant.
Thank you, ma'am.
This is like a hidden Jersey Shore gem.
I appreciate that. Thank you. We try. We really do.
So tell me, how did this all come to be?
Me and my mom own this place. We've been in the restaurant business for a little over 17 years total. We found this location a little over 5 years ago, and how we found it is we used to do the seafood festival down here in Belmar, the Belmar Seafood Festival, and we found that there was no one down here doing our type of food and giving people the experience that we like to give them. I looked around and we found this place, and the rest is history.
How has it been being co-owner with not only somebody else, which is difficult in and of itself, but your mother?
Yeah, so, well, it's an experience. It's a lot of fun. At the end of the day, it's a good time. I'm able to spend most of my days with her and learn from her. You know, a lot of people learn from their parents, different trades and skills, and my mom has taught me how to run a business and how to be a chef, and that's her gift that she's passed on to me. So it is a gift at the end of the day.
I guess she instilled the love of cooking into you at a very young age.
Yeah, so more so because I like to eat. In college, I was always one of the guys who enjoyed to cook, do barbecues and things of that nature, so there was always a passion for me to do cooking there. And my mom just helped me kind of develop those skills over the years after playing sports. I've learned so many different things from her over the years, from making grits to learning how to do ribs the Southern way, the proper way. So I give her, you know, all of the credit, and I'm just trying to take it to another level.
Where did you grow up?
I'm actually a Jersey boy. I grew up in Edison, New Jersey. My mom is from Savannah, Georgia. My father was from Gainesville, Florida. That's where the Southern roots come from, and obviously the Southern food.
You had another whole career, which is how we came together through our common connection with the New York Giants. Roman Oben, got to shout Roman out.
Yes, Roman, thank you. I appreciate that.
Talk to me about your NFL career.
I had came out of college as a free agent and was picked up by the Giants. I played the 99 season with there. It was a great learning experience. I got to play with a lot of great guys. After playing with the Giants for that season, I went to the Carolina Panthers. I was there for a couple of years, injured myself, which kind of cut my career a little short, but still a great experience. So overall, about 3 years in the league, and had some fun and got to see the world. I played a season over in NFL Europe. That was a great time as well. So got to play some football and have some fun, but more so than anything, just learn how to run a business and how to do things on a day-to-day basis as a professional. That's one of the things, you know, sports has taught me, you know, how to wake up every morning and do it at a high level every day. Not only with the Giants, but, you know, all of the guys who I've met through the years in every team. You know, I try to, you know, give them what we call a homeboy check-in every once in a while, you know, just to, you know, let them know we're all still here, and, you know, and just try to bounce ideas off of different guys. And obviously this is how we met. So, yeah, you know, it pays to kind of stay around and kind of hang around and keep in contact with as many people as you can.
Any of them come here?
Yes.
Who?
So we've had Roman here, we've had Luke Pettigrew here, we've had Sean Williams here. Yeah, we've had a few guys who I played with in the past. Christian Peters, he's come here a few times, especially if the guys live in the area, you know, which most of those guys do. So.
What's more difficult, football or restaurateur?
The restaurant business is not even close. It's not even close.
Why?
I mean, they're both demanding. You know, with football, you have a break.
Yeah.
You know, at some point. In the restaurant business, there's no break. You know, when people are going to Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, Easter dinner, Mother's Day dinner, they're coming to see us, and we're working. And it's all year round. It's very, very tough. It's physical, just like football. It's mental, just like football. And it takes a lot out of you, you know, so you're doing 12-hour days, 7 days a week.
What do we have in front of us right now?
One of our signature dishes, or a couple of our signature dishes, and some of our new dishes that you know, we're always trying to come up with. We have our seafood gumbo right here, which comes with lobster, scallop, crab, shrimp, mud bugs.
Mud bugs?
So these are called crawfish up here, but down south they call them mud bugs.
Oh, okay.
So a little bit of corn, little peppers, onions, comes with the yellow rice. Kind of a homemade dish, my mom's recipe. We got our baked macaroni and cheese, which is a Southern traditional classic, obviously. We have one of our healthy dishes here, is our deep fried cauliflower. And we have one of our newest members to the menu, which is our pulled pork egg rolls, which comes with a pulled pork and coleslaw and an egg roll, which is then deep fried.
Well, we're gonna dig in, but in the meantime, where can people find out more about you?
You can find us at simplysouthern.comfortfood.com, or you can find us at Simply Southern Belmar, New Jersey on Facebook, or Simply Southern Belmar, New Jersey on Instagram. I gotta try the mac and cheese. We definitely got to try.
I'm Italian. You don't have to twist my arm on trying anything pasta related. So I'm going to chow down, but in the meantime, for everything Garden State, you can always visit us at hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time. Alfa Romeo of Morris County, located in Whippany, New Jersey, is dedicated to providing exceptional customer service. Their vehicles offer the best of performance and luxury. From sales to service, their experienced staff will guide you through every aspect of the shopping and maintenance process. Another company that cares deeply about customer satisfaction is Tencel Branded Fibers by Lenzing. Let's learn all about this hip, sustainable brand and their involvement in this year's New York Denim Days Festival. Joining me here is a very familiar face to the hip New Jersey community. Not only is Maria Falzo the co-founder of the site, she has on her marketing director of New York Denim Days Festival hat on here today. And Maria, this is so crazy that we're doing this right now in this way. But inform our audience, what is happening at New York Denim Days?
Yes. So we are in the 3rd year of our Denim Days Festival in New York City. It is a global festival. It's been happening for the last 6 years. It started in Amsterdam, but it is an opportunity to bring together denim lovers from all over the city and in all different ways. So it's a 2-day shopping festival, but it's not just about shopping, it's also about the experiences around denim. It's really the only fabric or the only clothing that really has a party behind it for an entire weekend.
It's so fun. And I know when people walk into the festival doors at Metropolitan Pavilion, they're going to be greeted with a Tencel world.
Yes.
So tell us about that.
We have a wonderful Tencel world this year, and it's denim from the ground up. That's our theme and how we're approaching it, because Tencel comes from trees, so you can actually make denim from trees, which is what I'm wearing today. My jeans, as well as my top and my t-shirt, all come from Tencel lyocell. So it's a fiber that actually, this is what we produce, Lenzing, so this is the Tencel lyocell fiber, and it comes from trees. So we can take a variety of different types of trees. We make that into pulp, and then from the pulp, we add a solvent in order to make it into the fiber. The fiber is then used in denim in different applications, and it's blended with other fibers too. So at New York Denim Days, which is June 8th and 9th, we're highlighting a variety of different brands. We have 3x1, we have Garbage by Marta Goldschmidt, we have Athleta, and we also have Triarchy. And those denim brands are able to really bring our fiber to life in different products.
So from your perspective, because this is your 2nd year back as title sponsor, why is this event so cool?
I really enjoy this event because it connects all the dots. You know, because we only make the fiber and we're an ingredient into denim, we're able then to connect with the consumer and really marry that going all the way through. So this is actually our 3rd year being at Denim Days, but yes, the 2nd year as the title sponsor. And I love to see the progression that you've made with Denim Days over the years and the involvement that you guys have in the show, as well as just to see that it keeps expanding and we bring more people into the mix.
It's filled with activations from brands to the mills. It really tells the story on how denim is produced, what is going into making denim now. There's sustainability seminars that go on throughout the weekend. There's music, there's food trucks, there's a kids fashion show that we're doing. We have the High School of Fashion that comes and does a design competition. All the students come together and do a catwalk of all of their designs from the season.
I think this year too, we're seeing more of the lifestyle of denim by bringing children's wear into it, by bringing Athleta with active denim looks into the mix.
That's great. Well, thank you so much, Trisha. Thank you, Maria. And where can people find out more about Tencel?
They can find out more about Tencel at tencel.com. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, Tencel_USA. And then for more specific information about denim, we have another blog, and that's called Carved in Blue. And that would be also on Instagram at Carved in Blue.
Great. And Maria, where can we find out more about Denim Days?
Go to www.denim-days.com and you can get your tickets for New York and Nashville there.
Great. Well, thank you both so much.
Thank you.
And for everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. Since its founding in Milan, Italy in 1910, Alfa Romeo has designed and crafted some of the most stylish and exclusive cars in automotive history. Today, Alfa Romeo is winning the hearts of a new generation. First with the Giulia, and most recently with the Stelvio, Alfa Romeo has created two models that capture the pure and original spirit of the brand, that instantly recognizable thoroughbred character. Let's take a ride in an Alfa Romeo Stelvio as we learn all about celebrity motor car founder Tom Maoli and his journey into becoming one of the Garden State's top entrepreneurs. Tom, so great to see you. How are you?
Also. How's everything?
Well, we did this, what was it, like 3-4 years ago?
3-4 years ago, absolutely,
when you were honored as the Morris County Columbus Day Parade's Man of the Year.
Yes, it was an amazing night.
Yes, and we did this interview in a Maserati.
Yes.
And now we're back on Hip, New Jersey, doing this in an Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo, great vehicle.
I am so excited.
Great vehicle.
All right, so let's get our seatbelts on and let's hit the road.
You don't mind if I drink coffee, right?
I do not mind, and that's actually my first question. What are you drinking?
Oh, I'm drinking Joe's Own Coffee, my new company.
How did the concept for Joe's come to be?
Concept started when I was back in the logistics business, and I would go into companies in California for technology companies. I couldn't get the meeting started because the first hour people were talking about sports. And it hit me that there's no sports-themed coffee company. We're going to start construction on the first store in the next 30 days, and we're going out to market. We're going to be selling franchises across the country.
Oh wow! Where's the first store going to be?
First one's in Cedar Grove, New Jersey. It's absolutely, and we're going to be rolling out franchises, and we have our brand ambassadors on board. We have Leonard Marshall from the New York Giants.
Of course, he's a great friend.
Jerry Cooney, former heavyweight boxer. We have Tony Miola, former professional soccer player, and we're having all kinds of retired professional athletes on our board that are going to be showing up in stores, signing autographs, and we're going to create a social media blitz.
Now that we talked about Joe's Own, this interview, it's about you and just how you built your empire from the ground up.
Born and raised born in Newark, but born and raised in Milton, New Jersey. I put my blinders on, I stayed focused, and I just went for it. When I saw an opportunity, I could see things. I see visions. I could see things before other people can see them, and I don't look at it as risk. I look at it as opportunity. So I don't have a fear of risk.
So what was the first deal you ever made?
Well, the first company I ever started was a courier company, Flash Courier, out of West Orange, New Jersey, and I built that company.
How did the cars come into play?
Cars came in by accident. I always loved cars since I was a kid. I collected cars, I restored classic cars, and I was sitting in the office one day, and somebody came in to me and wanted to know if I knew anyone that was interested in buying a car dealership crew. And they said, "What do you know about the car business?" And I said, "Nothing." I said, "Set me up a meeting," and they set me up a meeting, and by the time I walked out, I had a deal.
I know we're in the Alfa Romeo right now. What drew you to that brand?
Well, first let's start with its Italian brand. So it's Alfa Romeo, Maserati. They're Italian brands. I'm Italian. I love the brands, and I think it's a very sexy brand, and it's a highline brand. It's a luxury brand, and that's where my focus is.
What are we in right now?
We're in an Alfa Romeo. This is the Stelvio.
The Stelvio.
The Stelvio SUV.
Which, when you think luxury, like you think little sports cars, you don't think SUV. I love this car.
Yes. Well, listen, the SUV, it's interesting. 60 to 70% of the vehicles on the road today are SUVs. And that's why you see Maserati has an SUV, Alfa Romeo has an SUV, even Rolls-Royce has an SUV now.
Yeah, and if you have a family, gone are the days of the minivan, right?
Right, exactly.
You want something a little hipper.
Exactly.
Obviously. What are some of the challenges that you face as a mega entrepreneur?
I was just on CBS News, Money Watch, and they asked me these same questions about how an entrepreneur finances their business. And it's interesting because if you're going to be in business and you're going to expand and you're going to want to grow and be successful, if you're afraid of debt, then get out of business. Debt is your friend, it's not your enemy.
Really?
Yes, debt is.
Even that word just makes me cringe.
Yeah,
debt.
and it does for most people, but debt is your friend, it's not your enemy.
How come?
Because if I could borrow money at 5% and make 15% on my money, I'm ahead 10% on someone else's money. That's not risk, that's opportunity.
You mentioned that you were on CNBC. You do a lot of media. Other than little hip New Jersey over here.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the media.
Hip New Jersey's become big time. Yeah.
We're trying.
Absolutely.
We're trying.
Yeah, no, I've been on CNBC, I've been on Money Watch, I've been on Fox News. So yeah, the media calls on me for my entrepreneurial position. They like to see when what business people think about certain things that transpire in Washington and how they're affected by it.
So let's get back to the media. You have a radio show?
I have a radio show.
I don't know how, again, you have the time to do this. Tell me about your show.
It's started in WOR, and it got taken over by iHeart. iHeart stepped in and made me an offer, and it's Go Big or Go Home. And I teach people how to start businesses, finance businesses, have guest speakers on all the time, and people call in with questions, and it's been very successful. It's a lot of fun.
Tom, this was so fun.
Yes, it was great.
Such a good time.
Absolutely.
I mean, this car...
Well, and driving in an Alfa Romeo.
You know, this has given me such motivation to one day be able to afford an Alfa Romeo.
Go for it.
Right? Because it was too fun to drive. So.
Go for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom.
It's no secret that the car industry is a predominantly male field. However, Tom Maoli recognized the powerhouse women on his staff and assembled an all-female executive team. Let's meet the fabulous females that make up Alfa Romeo of Morris County.
At Alfa Romeo, we have a general manager that is a woman. We have salespeople that are women. We have people that are working in our service drive and our service department that are women. And I have to tell you, the productivity has gone through the roof.
I started with Celebrity Motor Car in December of 2011. I have had many different positions here. I worked as a finance manager, then a finance director. Then I started out with Maserati and Alfa Romeo when this dealership was built.
I've been with the company since 2012, started as a receptionist and worked my way up as a finance assistant, finance manager, and now I'm the finance director here.
I'm actually our corporate BDC manager. I oversee all of our sales and service. It entails any inbound leads from, the internet, any service calls that come through to our dealerships all get answered by my team and myself. Scheduling appointments, any sort of body shop work, scheduling, anything like that.
I am the Vice President of Marketing. I manage a team of 2 women. My day-to-day consists of running our in-house agency, all the media buying, all the media planning.
I'm the service manager here for Alfa Romeo of Morris County. Everyday operation of the after-sales department and working with the service writers and technicians, helping with client relations is the everyday process here.
At first it was intimidating, but now I would have to say that it's not as bad as it seems. As long as you know and you're confident in what you're doing and you have knowledge on the product, then anyone can do it.
When I first started, it was very intimidating, and I'm actually thankful that it was, because it allowed me to become stronger, to grow, and to learn from everybody that I've worked with in the past.
Definitely has its challenges. Sometimes, especially on the service side of the business, they kind of want that male, to speak with when their car's in the shop for repairs and things like that. But we have a great group of girls, a great team, and our client relation skills that we all possess help us, get through it.
Coming into the industry about 16 years ago, I didn't even know how to change my own oil or what an oil change necessarily was. So it was a welcomed experience, learning new things, being outside of the box, something that does tend to kind of be a challenge, and I enjoy every minute of it.
There are times when I go to meetings for the manufacturer, and I am one of the only women that's in the room amongst 50 men who have been accomplished, who are owners and other general managers and vice presidents of auto groups or individual dealerships. So it's definitely intimidating, but I think they might be more intimidated of the women that are in the roles that we are in here at Alfa Romeo.
Tom is an amazing leader, especially having someone like him, a successful entrepreneur, giving us that opportunity as females to move up and having faith in us. I think that it's an amazing thing.
Having someone like him being so supportive and believing in me and our dealership and our female employees is very empowering. I'm very happy working for this company, working for him. It's been truly, truly amazing.
It's so unusual to have women that are working in leadership positions in this industry. So I've been in the auto industry for 10 years, and I've never encountered a dealership, an auto group, any facet of the industry that's had women running a full dealership like you have at Alfa Romeo of Morris County.
I've worked at other locations and nobody is like Tom in this industry. It's very hard as a female in the industry. Tom doesn't make you feel any different than anybody else within our organization.
We have long-time loyalty with employees, which is key in this industry because customers that come in want to see the same faces. They want to go to someone they trust, whether it's the service department or whether it's the sales department. They want the same faces because those are the people they trust.
Work-life balance is definitely challenging every day. Not only am I a mom to 2 girls that are age 4 and 5, I also am a single mom. One piece that drew me to celebrity motor cars was the fact that they are so family oriented. And in my experience in working in automotive, I was always turned off by working on the retail side because I didn't think it was possible to have that work-life balance. And that's definitely something that I am able to have working for Tom Maoli at Celebrity Motor Cars.
It's obviously hard. I'm a mom of 2 very young boys. I have a 4-year-old and a 5-year-old. And, you try to balance it all and make sure that you're there for your children, there for, your team, your work, and everything that we do. I love every minute of my job, so I was never willing to give up my career. So it's always been something that, I've been very passionate about. I work for the best dealership out there. They never hesitate. It's always family first. And, if you have to run out to go get your kids or do something, they have no issues with you doing so.
Most little girls don't say when I grow up I want to be the general sales manager at a car dealership, but you know what? They probably should. This is an exciting industry to be in. This is an exciting brand that we work for. Alfa Romeo is new, hip. We work for a great company, and like anything, you can be trained to do any position if you are able and willing.
With a great team, building a great team, working with each other, anything's possible and you can do it.
As women, we have to kind of conquer the industry and conquer any industry that might be a predominantly male industry. We can do anything that a man can do, so it's definitely nice to kind of be part of that revolution in a sense where women are kind of becoming more predominant in businesses and industries that aren't the norm.
You're doing your best and keep doing everything that you're doing and believe in yourself, because a lot of times we are our own worst critic, and you're gonna do great. And just keep on staying positive and just focus on what your goals are and achieving them.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of Hip New Jersey. For everything Garden State, visit us at hipnewjersey.com. We'll see you next time.